Hello children. This particular lesson, the making of a scientist, is about how a scientist was made or how a child became a scientist. Here the person, that is Ebright, Richard Ebright, from the very early age when he was somewhere in KG, by the time he reached class 2, he was doing something different. So, who were the people behind him and how was he able to become a scientist? So, everything plays an important role in him becoming a scientist. So, here two of the questions at the beginning it's given. How did a book became a turning point in Richard Ebright's life? And how did Ebright's mother help him? These two questions answer we'll just see while going through the lesson. So here uh, we see that at the age of 22, the person, that is Richard Ebright, he was given the Scout of the Year. He gave a new theory on how cells work. Scout of the Year means a person who displays standout citizenship, patriotism, and are rewarded with scholarship. So he got that at the age of 22. Then his scientific career or this scientific mind started with his experiment on butterflies, his collection of butterflies, whatever. So he was the only child. He was all alone. He lived in a lonely place. He had no company. So he couldn't play baseball, football, such games he couldn't play. So what he could do was he could collect things. He started with collecting butterflies, and this he did when he was in KG, kindergarten. Imagine that early age, that young age. And he all his activities, like he collected not only butterflies, rocks, fossils, coins, all these things he was doing. And he was a very eager astronomer also, because sometimes he used to sometimes at night he used to simply gaze at the stars. Here we see the answer to the question, role of Ebright's mother. So how Ebright's mother helped him. So these things can be included here, like his mother fueled his curiosity and bright mind. Or that way, like Ebright's mother fueled his curiosity and encouraged his interest in learning. He was a person with a lot of curiosity, a curious mind, and a curious and a bright mind. So she fueled his curiosity, first one, and encouraged his interest in learning. The next we can mention, like he spent that is mother spent her time along with him, that is both of them, they spent time together. Then here she took him on trips, bought him telescopes, microscope, cameras, and other equipments. This we could mention. Then so 3 points we got here itself, but here answers will write down in paragraph, not at all in points. Then she was a good companion she was a good companion to her son. They did all the things together. Then next one, um, she found work. Mother found work for him where he could learn things. The work through which he could learn things. That was the effort of his mother. Then the correct guidance was given on the right time. That was provided by his mother. Once again, the correct guidance on the right time. So nearly 6 different things we could write down for this answer. What was the role of Ebright's mother? Then here we could have another one, like how or which book was given, or Ebright's mother gave him which book that changed his life. Or maybe the first question on the previous page, this one, that is how did a book become a turning point in Richard Ebright's life? So here the book or Ebright's mother gave him The Travels of Monarch X, and that book showed or told how monarch butterflies migrate to Central America. It opened the world of science to Ebright. This book provided or turned to be or appeared to be a turning point in his life. Then after collecting those many butterflies, that is all the 25 species of butterflies he collected, and then what was his next step? So he started tagging the butterflies, because that was mentioned there at the end of the book which he was reading. It was mentioned, it was asked to tag the butterflies. So he started doing that. He was involved in the research by Dr. Frederick there from the university at Canada. So chasing the butterflies in order to tag them was not so easy. So what he did was he started raising flock of butterflies. So this thing we could write down for this particular question. So his basement, he started raising them there, the butterflies there in his basement, and then he started tagging the butterflies. So his basement was actually the home of thousands of monarchs in different stages of development. Then certain more questions here given from the part which we have covered. So mention the answers there in copy. Another question here can be framed, that is, what lesson did Ebright learn when he lost in the science fair? So when he was in the 7th class, he attended or he was a part of a science fair and he lost that, he couldn't win there. So that was very sad for him, and then he realized that something different, the real experiments, can only win him a prize. He cannot simply get the prize, but the real experiments could make the prize or bring the prize closer to him. He was busy all through his high school and led to so many prize projects. He got the prizes at the national and the international science fairs. That was a great achievement for this for Ebright as a student. Then for the 8th grade project, he try to find a cause of the viral disease. Then the next year, science fair project was conducted, and there his project was to see whether in fact birds would eat monarchs or not. His project was placed first in zoology division and third overall in the country science fair. So that was a great achievement in the field of science or being a scientist. All these questions and frames some more extra questions and write down their answers.